Welcome back to Hi, my name is Alex. As always, I'm pretty much here for you, talking about all life and aspects of my journey and just experience. But I want to continue on for my second episode where I talk about how to develop and grow yourself to get the dream job that you want to get into. Now, some dream jobs you want to get into are harder than others, but the first step is to take initiative and how I'm going to get there. Sometimes it's not the theory route that you're going to take, but you can jump in it constructively as long as you play it smart. And through my experience, that actually works extremely well. Now, I have been the studious student and amounted to nothing in that career. It was unfortunate, but I learned a lot of skills from that. And now that I'm into a different industry altogether, and now more of an SAS on my particular job role, I now can share this experience with you guys if you happen to be in that run. So then you can score your dream job, but be reasonable. This doesn't mean that, oh yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be a surgeon, I'm going to be a brain doctor, I'm going to be someone that works, I'm going to be a pilot. No. You must be realistic on the goals you're trying to achieve. Not everything you're going to say, because a dreamer doesn't always mean you're going to get it. And you have to understand that hardcore truth that you most likely will not get your dream job that you want. But it doesn't mean you can't get jobs at least close to it, or things that are more fair in your range of skill sets. First, understand that you as a person have limited amount of skills to get to certain points. Not saying that you can't dream to get what you want, depending on because you want to do it, but sometimes you have to sit back and go, just because I'm dreaming it doesn't mean I'm going to have it. And if you understand that first, then you're on your way to actually getting real type of jobs that's actually in your skill sets. But don't feel you're stuck in that rut if you have the mind, the heart, the brains, and the ability just to go through particular processes to get you there. And that's what I'm going to try to teach you, to get that path. And you can follow that same pathway too. Because I want to tell you that it's completely possible. Okay, for my last episode, I was talking more about going on job platforms, and I was using Seek, for example, that's what I use, to be able to build yourself up properly. And what I was talking about before is that you can use job descriptions and use that pathway to jump into certain aspects, so then you can slowly build into that dream role job at a fair level. Okay, guys, at a fair level. Because doing this type of approach as well, you're always starting at the bottom. So the first question you have to ask yourself is this: if I jump from job to job, first of all, is that income is earning me more than the job before? Second part you want to ask yourself is that if I do this, will I be sacrificing my livelihood? Would it affect my family or small children, or even the elderly who are disabled, whatever aspect of life you're in? Would it affect them in some way if I do this? By doing this, you want to make sure that you're in roles that are not only outperforming the job you've done before, giving you more skill sets, and hopefully paying a bit more than what you're getting, because you don't want to be sitting in a position where you're paying too low or not being paid at all, because you're learning, you're getting the skill sets you need to move on to your next job role, right? You want to be careful about this. You want to make sure that you're initiating yourself properly, because you're trying to look at ways to build your personal profile. And also, you don't want to stick with that same job. You may start falling in love with the work, and if that's really what you want to do, then you achieved it, and I'm thankful that's been helpful for you. But if you're still not there yet, and you want to use it as a building block to achieve your dream job, so now you have to jump jobs. So let me go in a deep dive again, how to get into becoming your dream job, but this is a pathway of doing this. Okay, next part here, you're now starting to jump jobs. You're now slowly building the key roles that helps you score jobs in that main career zone. Now you're going to go, but hey Alex, doesn't every year, every now and then, they're going to change it up a bit? I need to get new skills, I need developments. Well, that depends on what industry you're trying to get into. It depends what work you get into. What you're going to find most likely is that the work you're getting into, looking at particular job roles, and yes, this is the way you should do it, and I feel it's a very strong way to do it, even though there may be other ways. You can leave a comment down below, but this is the pathway I'm advising you guys to take. Is that if you look at the job roles on those, like Seek, for example, it's telling you right then and there what work is needed today, what work is needed in your country, what work is needed right now, right here, and also the type of work that's in those areas, because you may go into entertainment, your education, you may go into legal, social, whatever you want to get into, but it tells you right then and there that this is the work that's open for you at this time and age, that this is what's available for you at hand. And I think that's more important. So IT is a big one, hospitality is a big one, nursing is a big one. There's so much work in these areas, right? But then niching down, there's other roles that may need a bit more backing for you. You may need a degree, you may need all these things, but you need to be smart. So I'm trying to get you out of your run of being a general waiter, a cleaner, window cleaner, just smaller roles and moving into that bigger role. And this is the way to approach it that's less costly, achievable, at the same time making income while building your personal profile, which is your resume, to score you higher paying jobs. So be smart about it, okay? All right, so now you're actually to the point where you've done several jobs now trying to achieve your dream job. And now your profile is building because you now have got real life skills and you've worked in industries that can back you up. You now have names and people and contacts that you built that can back you up and saying, you are the right person for this job because of so-and-so reason. You are because of this reason. So make sure you save your contacts down below. You make sure you stay in contact with them. It's not a problem being friends with them because you have to build your network. You build that network and your profile is now building up. Your resume is now improving. You're now getting more skills than before. But here's the other thing as well. You need to upgrade that as well. You need to do more than that. So, okay, what can I do? So you want to improve your Excel skill ability. You want to improve your work accountability. You want to improve building web pages. You want to build more skills and assets, right? Because this not only that by doing so, you'll be surprised, it becomes side hustles. That's right. It turns ultimately into side hustles without even realizing it, because not only now you're building your resume and your profile to getting your dream job, but you're now opening more windows to more possible jobs that you may not have thought originally that your dream job was that dream job, but it could have been something else. And that's amazing about life, what things can lead to if you give yourself that opportunity. And that's amazing that you can do that. And also by improving your skill sets as well, it becomes more side hustles for you. You can make more income from other jobs without the need of working for someone, becoming your own boss and doing your own work. And I've done that as well, being an entrepreneur. And you can do these side hustles at the same time while trying to achieve your dream job. And then afterwards, you're going to find out you've now built these skill sets to move into that particular role. And that's amazing. And you can do it. You can do this. Now, if you want to deep dive this even further, you can always reach out to me, and I'm happy to speak to you or consult you individually. But I just want to tell you, this is the simple way of proceeding, a way of scoring a better job if you happen to be stuck in the rut. And I know this kind of stretched over to 3 episodes so far. And yes, I'm still doing this challenge. As I said, my goal is to do 3 episodes every week for the next 2 months to show that anyone like myself can jump on and do this, that anyone can do this. All you need is a camera. All you need to be able to talk properly, show up, and be consistent with your work, and anyone can do this. Now, hopefully it does get monetized and kind of get up there and grow, because I would love that, because then I can turn this to a side hustle. But in the meantime, this is my approach, and this is my ideas. Okay, now I want to tell you a little bit about basic stuff. Now, this is pure basics. And I know it's hard for some, and I don't blame you. It'll be good to own a car. Yeah, the most simplest of things, you need to own a car. By owning a car, that really opens into multiple jobs in the transportation field. Having your license in these areas. Yeah, and even if you don't feel too alarmed. Sometimes it's just getting a license in different areas that allow you to pick up more work, right? So, like, a forklift driver, you need a forklift license for that. Yeah, to walk up a ladder, you need to get a white card for that. Yeah, you do. A lot of things down to the most simplest things, you need to get a license for it. And you'd be surprised that sometimes all you need, and also security too, a license for it, sometimes all you need is just a license to approve for you to go into that work. Yeah, amazing, isn't it? That all you need is to start and poof, boom, a slap on the wrist and you got your job already. Just as simple as having a license within that area saying, I am competent and good enough to do the work. You don't have to be a genius, just competent enough to do the work. And you'd be surprised that that work may be paying you more than being a waiter or being a cleaner or or just working retail. Yeah, just simply getting a license saying that I can drive a forklift. I can climb up a ladder. I can do this job for you if you let me, because I have a license to prove that I can do this. Trust me, there's a lot of work out there that pays more, and all you needed to do was get a license in that area. It may cost you a little bit, a couple $100 or so, but a couple $100 that earns you more than what you're getting paid right now, isn't that worth it? I think the answer is yes. So take advantage of it, guys. These are just common traits and common tricks that people sometimes don't think about. And hopefully that's enough for you to go to your next step in your career zone. And I want you to do well. I truly do. I mean, again, this channel is about, personal growth, just things you can do in general, in my own life experiences that I can share with you. Anyway, I'm going to leave that with you with this 3-part episode so far of just growing yourself in your resume and about gaining your dream job in a reasonable point. Now, again, I'll say this very clearly. I'm not saying you're going to score to be like the next Bill Gates, right? I'm not saying that. I'm not. I'm just saying with reasonable of achieving a goal that may be an achievable goal for you for your dream prospective job, okay? But be reasonable, okay? Be reasonable. If you felt that you were never a mathematician and you suddenly want to be one, that might be harder and a longer path than you're going to take. You may not ever achieve it. But if you want to be like from someone who works as a waiter, as a cleaner, as a bus person or so, and you want to move into an office-based role in a corporate position, that's something more that's achievable and attainable, then I'm telling you the answer is yes, you can. But be reasonable. Look at your job prospects. Look at what you can do to increase your profile. Look in ways to improve yourself, right? Because earning more skills, that allows you to score more work, and that will improve your life as a whole. Trust me, I've done it already. So I'm just sharing this with you guys. You can do this. Now, again, I'm keeping it short and simple. If you happen to share the same niche as I do, you want to reach out and talk to me, please, I'm happy to talk to you, and maybe we can help other people as well. As always, you can leave a like, dislike, subscribe, put a comment down below, and I'll see you guys again in the next episode. Thanks a lot now. Bye.